The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
Let's go now. Ready.
Throwing first play is Ritter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Ritter looking to put it up right away. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. 2nd down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Going play action. Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Ready.
First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. The Falcons at 0-7, winless to start the year. And they come in wondering what on earth is going on here.
And, Brandon, I reflect back to one time we had one of those deep philosophical talks about getting up every day and going to work and the whole deal. Can you imagine what it's like for this team? Every morning they wake up. They haven't won a game yet. How do they figure their way out of this one? How do they play well enough to get at least one win before this season is over?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB. they'd easily move into the top 5.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Ritter off to play fake. And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 33. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And his defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Ready?
Ritter with it after the play fake. Rolling to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Green Jack. Set.
Ritter to throw it. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
Fielded at the 20. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. design run for their wideout. Down the right sideline, inside the 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. But what coaches tell us all the time, CD, we've got to get our playmakers more involved, and certainly running with the football is one way, and it paid off right there.
And you're talking about paying off to great effect. How about the big explosive play that was a result of that play call? Big-time execution on that one.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0.
McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, here's Ritter. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Drake London, the intended receiver there. And it's 2nd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. Now they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
They'll pitch it to Robinson. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Ready.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
Cut.
Ritter. That one deep for London. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week. And you can't do it all on one throw.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up second and 5.
Here we go.
Now 2nd and 5. Burrow looking to pass. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot and run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Burrow. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On first down, Justice. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And the Bengal first down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bengals 7, Falcons nothing.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Gun. Shot. 11 empty. Shot.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Ready, set.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
52 blaster. Ready, set.
Ritter will set up to throw it. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Ritter. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Get set.
First down. Here's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll run on first down. Justice. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Burrow. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Here we go, here we go.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. It's a room to maneuver. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Falcons' 8-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Gun.
3rd and 4. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Okay, ready?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Let's go now.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Ready?
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
On first down, Justice. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Here we go.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Justice. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Burrow will throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here we go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Down.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
It's a pickup of 6.
Ritter now on 2nd down.
27-yard line.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
Okay, right? Flag blue. Set.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Set. Hut. Set. Hut.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in.
Here we go.
He's just got to throw this one away.
2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Justice. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a 3rd and 6. Now it's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
On the double.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Now 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Charge. Ready.
Here's Ritter. Steps away. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Ready, ready. Cut.
Ritter on 1st and 10. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Ritter now. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Come on, set. Set, go.
Bootlegging out here. Ritter on the move to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Here we go.
Now
set.
it's 2nd and 10.
Hut, hut.
Ritter back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Bengals will take over here at their own 12-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done this time.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. How about this? Jamar Chase. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Falcons, nothing. McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll run on 1st down. Justice. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here we go.
2nd and 6. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 19-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
3rd down and 1.
Stop.
On 3rd down, Justice. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. From 17 yards out. And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent, and they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Set, cut.
Ritter to throw it. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Robinson up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Down.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Ready.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Falcons on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. This one complete to Christian Kirk. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here we go. Here we
2nd
go.
down and 3.
Hut, hut.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Ready.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Ready. Ready.
Ritter. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Set.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Set. Go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Stevenson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Two things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And shoving his way inside the 35. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it and get the first down. Close it out.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Come on, set.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Here we go, set. Ready?
Ritter will set up to throw it. Sets up the screen to Robinson. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here we go.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
Ready?
Back to throw, Ritter. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Robinson on a give right side. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
Set.
Now back to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their